星期六一大早，有人已经开始在东海岸公园进行一种罕见的活动。这个有异于常的爱好就是金属探测。他们当中，来自荷兰的迪豪先开始了这独特的旅程。
Well, I really needed to get some exercise, and I hate the idea of jogging. So I was thinking of a way to monetize extra. Like, is there a way I can make a little bit of money on the side while having fun and getting in shape? And eventually came to the idea, what if I go dig for treasure on the beach?
来自英国的马尔科姆则是受到好友迪豪的影响。
It's just a boys' toys thing. I mean, the shovel's very. This feels very high tech. I'm sure it isn't. Like I said, I don't really understand the technology. I think it's just magic.
金属探测器运作的原理是通过磁场来探测地底下产生电磁感应的金属，它所发出的信号有助于分辨不同种类的金属物。
The detector is listening. Is it a ferrous metal, a non-ferrous metal? How deep is it? Maybe what is the orientation or the size of it? It's a very crusty coin.
It's like a crackling and there's a beep. So the crackling means that it's iron. It's like low-grade metal. It's usually rubbish. The beep's reading higher. It's sort of bouncing between the high iron, but all the way up to sort of the platinum and silver. So we could have a look, but I think it might be. It's sounding more and more like junk. Yeah. I think it's probably not worth digging for.
无论进度如何，两人都很享受探测的过程。
There's a sense of wellness, mindfulness. You're just kind of walking slowly. You're breathing. You're listening. You're focused, and it's very meditative. And then, obviously, every now and again, there's a beep, and it might be treasure, which it ceases to be meditative, and you start digging. It's just foil, maybe a cigarette wrapping. It feels like you're actively engaged in something, whereas when I go for walks, it's a more passive engagement. This is both active and passive.
Nice signal right here. When you detect something, there's a little bit of a dopamine adrenaline rush. It could be a bottle cap, it could be a large gold ring, but it's not too deep, I can tell you that. My guess is a 20-cent coin. We will see. When you wonder, is this the big gold that you're looking for? Usually not. Unfortunately, it is a pull tab this time. So pull tabs sound just about the same as gold rings because they have the hollow opening in the middle, but you never know until you dig it out. We always refill our pits so that people don't trip on them.
It's a ring pull. Nice to get them off the beach though, because they're sharp.
Most of the time when you dig, you're kind of a high-tech Karanguni man.
在新加坡，金属探测的爱好不算普遍，这两人组的金属探测小队就经常引起关注。
Here along East Coast Park, there's these signs saying if you see suspicious activities, call 999. And so I think there's not much more suspicious than a tall Angmo on the beach at 5 in the morning with a head torch on, sweeping the sand with a strange device. So on 3 or 4 occasions, I've met with policemen and park wardens who are themselves a little bit curious about what I was doing, so I had to explain it to them.
这套金属探测器价值大约2000元。4年来的寻宝之旅，迪豪变卖了所寻得的金子，换取大约3-4千元。而每一次2-3个小时的寻宝活动，他都有个目标。
My goal is always to find enough coins to buy myself a nice copio. So another 10 cents here. I'm falling a little bit behind on my coffee budget.
That's why it's ringing so high.
Lead fishing weights. Junk.
想要寻得宝藏，除了掌握好探测器的使用技术，运气也是关键。迪豪和马尔科姆这一路来呢，挖到的贵金属的几率大概只有1成。不过呢，他们也不是抱着致富的心态去探测金属，而是在过程当中找到了更有意义的快乐。在天气转热前，迪豪和马尔科姆就结束当天的寻宝。
It's lots and lots of rubbish.
What is that? Is it
I think it's a ball. Just loads of lighters and beer cans and ring pulls and bottle caps, battery, a little unexciting.
So I found 2 retired 10-cent coins, which I think are leaving circulation.
Now, the best thing I found today was what I think is a $1 coin. In this light, it looks much more like one.
That is a 50-cent coin. And what leads me to believe that is the 5 on there followed by a 0. Sorry to say, but no coffee for you.
虽然这次的收获不多，但这几年里，他们也累积了不少有趣的发现。
And there are copper tokens with a hole in them. Maybe they were about 10 to 20 meters spaced out all along the beach back there. And I just kept finding them. They kept ringing up the same. Sounds like you found a gold ring, but it's copper tokens. So this looks very impressive. I googled it. I think it's between $20 and $30. But I think it looks very cool. It fits with my geek.
So people leave a lot of very strange things on the beach, I've discovered. I think for every major religion present in Singapore, I found at least a few pendants. So I found Christian crosses, Buddhist pendants, Hindu talismans, and Islamic art. And an old rusty bell, which I think is about 100 years old, from what I can tell, a copper bell. Occasionally, you'll find gold. This is a 24 karat gold earring. I would say one of the strangest things I found was a 1-gram gold bar, which kind of begs the question, why do people bring a gold bar to the beach? But someone did, someone dropped it, and I have retrieved it.
在海边探测金属带给他们乐趣之余，他们也找到了其他的意义。
We were always throwing away a bag of trash, and this is not the trash that beach sweepers could easily find because it's buried under the sand. So you'll find everything from sharp hooks to jagged pieces of metal. And it's just a nice feeling knowing that those are no longer on the beach, polluting the environment and potentially being a danger to people. Giant rusting fishing hook.
有时候，他也无意间帮了别人的忙。
This lady approached me and she said, I saw you metal detecting. Did you happen to find a ring? And she described this ring to me exactly. And so I opened my little detecting pouch and I asked her this ring. And she got really happy because this was a ring that her daughter had in fact given her. It wasn't a particularly valuable ring. Like it had a lot of sentimental value for her. So it's just much nicer being able to make someone's day than it is to just find a random little trinket yourself.
而对马尔科姆来说，金属探测也成了他们家的亲子活动。
Okay, please be careful. Give it here. Careful, careful, careful. Very dangerous. But an amazing find just with a pinpointer. Kids love exploring and discovering, and that's kind of what it is. So, you know, it's nice for them to take part in my hobby. All right, do you guys like helping clean up the beach?
Yes.
Do you think we should protect the environment?
Yes.
Why is that?
So we can live.
So we can live. That's a very good reason. And do you like being out on the beach with Daddy looking for treasure?
Yes.